Today on this episode of RealityGays.
Finn's mother serves him her opinion, ice cold.
Zena's only given Abraham £200. Well, maybe £500. Or probably £1,000.
And what could possibly be better than an old-fashioned game of rock, scissors, pepper? Roll it, Christina.
Hello, this is Captain Poodle speaking. Are you ready to find love?
Yes, ahoy, matey.
Love. Exciting and new. Go online. They're catfishing you.
Shocker.
Fiance. Soon you'll be flying to parts unknown. 90-day Beyonce. Marrying someone you only met on your phone. Be they French or Chinese, a brand new K1 visa's the key.
Ooh, the key to what, Poodle?
To love.
It's RealityGays. Let's love.
Hey, how are you, Tilly? How are you?
Oh, I'm good, Graham. How are you? What you doing?
Just packing some bikinis.
Ooh, let me see.
Yeah.
Ooh, wait,
You
is that
like
my
it?
is that my bikini? It
Don't know anything about that.
It's a little small for you.
It'll fit me.
Are you sure? Ooh, okay.
So let me ask you, Tilly.
Yeah, yes,
yep. My mate Lisa, you know Lisa? Hair like a,
Like that
Very
dog
out-
from Lady and the Tramp.
exactly.
What a dog.
You do a good version of her.
Yeah, for me,
she's he hasn't asked me for money or anything, except for he did ask me for $3,000.
What?
Yeah. And Lisa said to research him.
Yeah, you should.
He hadn't got any social media.
Are you sure? It's quite easy, really, usually, if you just use your brain a little bit. What's his name again?
Ibrahim.
Go.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, here we
4.
go. Right here. Look at his Facebook profile.
You found his Facebook profile
Yeah.
just like that?
Yeah, right here. Got a Oh, wow.
Oh, and
Look,
I see lots of other convictions and
says
things
he's
pop up.
single. Single. Yeah, look at all these ladies commenting on his page.
They look like prostitutes.
Well,
They don't look like religious women.
oh, look, she's got the same bikini you're planning on wearing.
Whoa! My favorite
What
thing
a stupid bitch.
is how the granddaughter has her phone for 5 seconds and flashes her, probably could see his arrest record
Yes.
and everything else that's there.
It's
And the fact that this could be a red herring. Like he could say I use it for some professional thing, but this show really loves to get us guessing.
yeah.
But I just loved the granddaughter found the Facebook page in maybe 3 seconds.
maybe 3 seconds. Just looked
Did
up
you
his
notice
name.
it was his other name?
Yes.
So, and I'm sure that Ibrahim or Ibrahim is a variation of Ibrahim. So I'm sure that's a possible excuse. It just seems it's sketchy. The whole thing is sketchy, especially when we see him going to visit his family, and the family is like, we love her so much, and she gives us so much, and their mother is kind of laughing the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's uncomfortable and it's funny.
But it's real.
and it's good, and it's 90 Day UK. Y'all, this is
90
Reality
Day UK.
90 Day UK. This is Reality Gays. I'm Maddie.
And I'm Poodle, and we are two ridiculous homosexuals who love nothing more than tearing reality television a new one.
We do, especially our favorite obsession, which this is one of our favorite offshoots of TLC's 90 Day Fiancé, 90 Day UK, Season 4, Episode 2. We don't know the title.
We don't know the title.
Because they gave us screeners, so thank you.
The screeners were called Episode 1, Episode 2, and Episode 3.
We are on, as they would say in the UK, holiday.
Holiday.
We're on holiday right now because normally we put our happily ever after on our YouTube channel, Reality Gays. But since we're not talking about happily ever after this week, you're watching us on video right now. You're seeing Poodles in a beautiful dappled grove of woods.
A woodland scene, kind of like baptismal fonts if you grew up in the South.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
I can see that.
There's always woodland scenes.
I realized I tried to fix it, but with the humidity out here in Bald Head, my hair is crazy. And this is the way it's going to be all
I wasn't going to say
year.
anything.
It's just going to look kind of messy and windblown.
I hate to tell you, but that's what the humidity in Boston won't be as bad, but it's going to be the humidity in the South is really bad.
Yeah. Well, we just had tropical storm Chantal that almost thwarted my flight, but that's all right. We got Ingrid and I got here. Thank God, even though Ingrid isn't my producer, I knew nothing of how to get here and put it all on Ingrid, and she just told me where to go.
Wow, you should pay her.
All right, everybody. I don't think there's really any other announcements going on. We've got, again, Hunt for Love won't be airing this week as well. So we're giving you these 3 episodes of UK.
Happily ever after. Please don't be that person.
Don't be a Nigel's wife who says,
don't be a Nigel's wife.
Nigel, where's my gays this week on my happily ever after?
Yeah, don't be a Nigel's wife.
What was Nigel's dog's name?
Chauncey.
Again? Oh yeah, Chauncey. Go get your little biscuit.
And Nigel's go with like a walrus mustache. Don't be that person, y'all. We cover 2 weeks a year. We take off and we don't do the normally happily ever after or 90 Day Fiancé. Just
1 week in July and 1 week over Christmas. So
So just remember, it's not this week and usually probably 1 week in Christmas. Yeah, because they have content 50 weeks out of the year.
We do. We're very lucky for that.
This year 51 and maybe even 52 this year. Let's jump in.
All right, let's talk about Shannon and I always want to say
Mete.
I want to say Mete.
Well, say like Kathy Mattea. So say Mete.
I'm walking away a winner.
So just take off and say Mete.
Oh my God, Mete. I love Kathy Mattea. God, what a beautiful voice.
So y'all, this is the fake out they left.
Wheels and a dozen roses. Sorry. Okay, I'm done.
Of course, he's there with flowers.
He is there with flowers, of course. But he forgot his phone died.
He forgot his phone in his cousin's car. And that's why she's not been able to reach him. Y'all, he's been having a crazy ass time. Yeah. Ever since.
I don't think she caught on that, but he was partying his fucking brains out.
Yeah.
But I'm really sorry, darling. And she's like, that's okay, darling. How can I be angry at you? I'm so fucking sick of them calling each other darling.
Me too. Darling. This is the other thing. She's like, are you sure you with her cousin? She's just as bad as he is. I do not feel sorry for her at all.
At all. They're both terrible to each other.
So they're both going to be jealous. The weirdest thing is he has the kind of cultural background where I would expect it.
It kind of makes her, honestly, I know this sounds terrible. I think she's more of the asshole.
Totally. I don't really like her either.
No, I don't. I think she's controlling and demanding.
Yeah. I do believe it's the lens of the show. I do think that this show is different than UK that tries to make their people, kind of main characters you can kind of root for.
Mm-hmm.
This show, there are some exceptions, but they make their people the butt of the joke.
Yeah, they do.
And I think you need one heart. You need at least one or two couples with heart.
Well, we haven't gotten one yet because it's definitely not Finn.
You know what? I'm going to backtrack on that, and we're going to talk about that.
Okay.
But I'm going to talk about, this is the first, with Finn and Sandra, is this the first time we've had a story from Brazil that did not involve A, some type of sex tourism, or B, a scammer?
I think it is. I think you were right. Yes. So I can see, but it's a red flag to me that he hates her children.
Yeah.
I have a theory about that too, but we can talk about it. In
fairness, he is a 32-year-old bachelor.
Yeah, but at this point we're watching, I've seen episode 3 and it doesn't get better.
Oh, you've seen, you know more than me then.
It doesn't get better.
Okay,
I know
people
more than
me.
Watched it because the episode did drop that day, the same day. So it's not a spoiler.
I only watched 1 and 2. So let's talk about Shannon and Mete.
They go back to his place basically.
Yeah, she's like, I'm just going to have to forgive him, I guess. And so the next morning, he's making a mess with all the food, and they have the game of who cleans rock, paper, scissors, or as he says, rock, scissors, pepper.
Pepper. Mm-hmm. And it's pepper you just do a pepper grinder, just a.
I guess you do, instead of paper, it is a pepper. And I believe pepper beats everything.
Okay.
Because pepper's going to beat rock. Well, no, a rock can smash a pepper grinder.
Rock can smash a pepper grinder, yeah. But if you smash a pepper grinder, then pepper's going to fly in the air and you would start sneezing furiously.
You know what? You're right.
So I think pepper wins.
Pepper wins. And pepper gets caught in the scissors.
Yeah, yeah. And then you can't use your scissors anymore.
Next time I'm going to play rock, paper, scissors.
Your nephews are going to love that, and your niece.
They'd think about it too much, and they would explain, and I just go, okay, this isn't fun anymore.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, come on. My niece is really competitive, though.
Well,
so
she comes by honestly in your family.
No, she and I, actually, I'm the one who makes fun of her when she's like a stickler for the rules. And I'm the one who goes, 3 points deducted. And I just start making up rules. She's like, that's not how we're going to play. And that's, you know what I'm thinking? And that's exactly what my parents did to me, because I was a stickler for the rules. And now, and you know what? And the cat's in the cradle and the silver spoon. Yep. And I'm just repeating patterns. Now I have something else to tell my therapist about. So he basically says they're kind of walking around, and the thing about it is, she seems like she's so in love with him.
She does, actually.
And I guess I would really like to know a little bit about her dating history.
It's crazy.
I know. I have a feeling you're right.
No, I'll tell you why it's crazy. Anyone whose phone blinks that light when it rings is a fucking, as they say in the UK, a nutter.
A nutter.
A nutter. Especially, I can understand it if you're maybe boomer age and you don't hear well and you need a strobe light to hit your face.
I had a problem with this as well.
She is fucking, 25 years old?
25 years old.
And that means the anxiety of this person is off the charts to me. Something happened on the way to heaven.
Yeah, I agree. And I feel like there's been some type of security issues in her relationship.
I already kind of figured from the weirdly placed thigh tattoos already that something was going on.
Y'all, the tattoos can tell you so much about a person and the locations.
It's not the tattoo as much as it was the oddly. I was like, those are bad placements for tattoos.
It's like when someone has like we've seen this before, when someone has a tat squarely on their calf muscle. Yeah. And they don't have a full leg sleeve. It's just right on their calf, and you're always going, "What is that?" Because you can never really see it.
My brother wants to get one, and I said, "You need to analyze that." But it's going to be of his dog.
That's up for analysis as well.
Yeah, it is.
Like a full picture of his dog, or is it just one of those paw prints?
No, he wants a picture of his dog, Zena the dog, on his calf muscle.
I don't love a calf tat. Just be honest.
I don't love leg tattoos anyway, but I like legs. So I think I prefer them not tatted.
I'm okay with, for some reason,
sinewy, muscly leg.
Ankle tats are good for me. But, okay. Or I'm okay with tats on the side of the leg. But for some reason on the back of the calf, it's you never really see it.
I don't love a back calf, and I don't love a top of the thigh tattoo. A lot of people are putting the words, on the top of the thigh.
I think those look better for women than men.
Okay, yeah, I guess I agree with that. Anyway, all of you have these tattoos, and you're saying "fuck off,"
you're screaming at us,
and and you know what? You should tell us to fuck off. Do whatever the fuck you want. We're just two queens in a woodland forest in a beach gay bedroom,
and an antebellum an antebellum bedroom.
Yes. Don't listen to us.
So she said, this was interesting. She's like, I kind of want to live here, but she's like, but I want you to meet all my friends, especially Jay, and he's not happy. And she said, I don't like having tough conversations with him. And my thought is, then you're a child.
Yeah.
Because you don't understand that being in a relationship is all about, if you're so afraid to have tough conversations, you still think you're on vacation.
Yep.
And you haven't even thought about when he moves to the US or to the UK.
Nope. It does. We have a lot of people that feel like the people from UK don't really give a shit about the person that they're dating.
Yeah, because it feels like this mentality that everyone else should be almost like the American one, that they should be so lucky to be there. And then she even says, Jay thinks that you're just with me for the visa. And I went, you're an idiot. You should not tell him that, because now this guy is in his head about this guy.
Yeah.
About Jay. And he's like, he has too much prejudice. He actually goes, your friends are basic. Which I really enjoyed coming out of his mouth. Your friends are basic people.
Friends are basic people.
And he says, that makes me angry. I don't like him now. He needs to say, I'm sorry. And for this guy, it's an honor thing now that this man, also the man who lives next door to her, it's almost like she's wanting to create something between the two of them.
It's almost as if she has a traumatic relationship experience and needs to create drama between men to feel normal.
Huh.
Oh, I actually wasn't talking about you.
Oh,
but no, I just meant her.
But no, you're right. I just had to think about it when I went, yeah, probably.
In your 20s, yeah, you had a little bit of that.
In my catalog, that's definitely part of my profile.
But you did it more because you just like to, less of trauma and more you just like to fuck with people.
I just wanted to see people squirm. Yeah.
Yeah, but with her, it's like she needs this. She needs this drama.
So he's bringing home food and for her later on and says, I'm so sorry about your day. I have been annoying. And Jay calls again and she sees it and
it's just
and he's like, why don't you answer? And she's like, we're eating dinner.
I bet she wished her phone didn't fucking strobe light now. Cause it's just like flashing and the thing going, Jay, I'm surprised it wasn't somebody announced.
My best mate.
Like, when people are blind and announce it's call from Jay, the guy you surely aren't fucking. Call from Jay.
Call from Jay. And Mete says, I need to meet him. Why don't you call him? And then the idea here, y'all, is she can't even tolerate this idea.
She's like,
created it.
She did create it. Yeah.
He doesn't need to know right now. It feels like they're less along in their relationship than they should be at that 2 years.
Yeah.
And I know it's been long distance, but he doesn't need to know what her friends think right now. Knowing that won't make it any better.
No.
And what it is she can't tolerate what her friends think about him now. And she can't even tolerate the idea. So she has to share that.
Yeah.
That's not helping your partner.
No.
You're only, because your anxiety is so strong, you passing that along is not a loving thing to do.
No.
And it's going to be shit with the person who is your best mate. You're also doing him a disservice.
Yeah.
And then the idea, he's like, why are you hurting? She's like, I don't want to argue with you. He's actually saying, yeah, maybe he jealous. Maybe he say like him. Maybe he jealous. Maybe he is the jealous. But if you're going to say, yeah, Jay doesn't like you, the first thing he wants to do is not, I want to beat him up. I want to talk to him. And I want to assure you, it's too much for her.
Chantel J.
She totally did.
She's Chantel J. And she didn't need to tell him any of those things, like you said.
And then she goes, sorry, I need 2 minutes.
She's like,
and I'm like,
she's crying and she gets up. She's like, I don't want to sit there and watch them argue.
You've created all this. Sit in it and enjoy it.
Ooh, that's what I usually do. I sit on it and enjoy it.
Let's move on to Zena and Ebrahim or Ebrima.
Not my brother's dog, but Zena, the 65-year-old woman. Okay.
So, from Banjul, Gambia. And she is picking up shopping. She's shopping for stuff for the Gambia with Lisa. And she's like, mostly for him or her family. We find out he has 2 nieces and a nephew. And Lisa's like,
probably we'll find out that look surprisingly just like him.
Lisa goes, you sure they're all his children? I'm not sure. I'm not sure at all. And we don't really know a lot about him. And Lisa says, well, the long and the short of it is he's in old Ponce. And I looked up the word Ponce, and it is someone living off of immoral earnings or a pimp.
Okay.
In other words, someone who is kind of taking money off of someone. But the background is like some type of pimp. That was the word. And he's like, well, if it wasn't you, it'd be some other old. You calling me old? Oh. Yes, she is.
She is. Yeah.
And later on, we meet Ebrima or Ibrahim.
Yes.
And he says, I like to be fit. I like to run. I'm not running with Zena because she's too heavy.
She's too heavy. And like, I met her in a hotel where I was working, and the income is very low, so you depend on tips, and that's why everybody who comes, people that are English, usually give good tips. And the coworker asked him, "How's your relationship?" He's like, "Very good." Which one? I mean, how's your scheme? I mean, relationship. And he's like, and then I asked her to go to the crocodile pool and the monkey park. Boy. He was pushing hard. He's going to take you to both the crocodile pool and the monkey park. Whoa.
I mean, what is she supposed to do?
Yeah.
How can she say no to that?
Panty drop.
Both. And he said, and it's like from there, we carried on. And I have never heard sexual encounters said so politely. We carried on.
I think I'm going to start using that.
What'd you do after that? We carried on. He is visiting his mother, sisters, and brothers later where he grew up. And he grew up in a village. I don't think they say the name.
No.
But he's on a boat. So I guess this resort maybe it's further away inland. Just test to take, it's easier to get on a boat. And he says, he talks about Zena being very good.
Well, he
to my
helps out
family.
he helps. So y'all, and we're seeing literally he's sitting with his family, and his mom's like, and sister say, "See this rice? This
Zena
is the rice
gave it
she
to us.
paid for." So y'all, she's given more than 400 pounds.
It's that, and it seems like they are fully subsisting on her money to survive.
Yes. So I think she's giving them money on the regular, but she
Yeah.
doesn't care because she just wants that D.
D.
That's all this is
Gambia
about.
D. The dick from the Gambia.
The dick from the Gambia.
And it also was weird. Maybe this was something that they were just being filmed. They were joking, but they were laughing about her paying it. It seems like so. I mean, I don't know. But he's like, I'm praying. I'm a Muslim. She's Christian, but I don't like her drinking. We see one thing later, a clip where she's dancing and she falls over. So I believe there may have been some alcohol involved.
Keep on praying. Meanwhile, we cut to
what a culture shock, which we love to do. Y'all, it shows this like remote village in Gambia where people are talking about she gave us rice to survive. Cut to footage of cappuccinos.
Exactly.
The team knows what they're doing here.
Yeah, they do.
That's what I'm saying. There's definitely a message here. You can easily pick it up. And they're not shy about it.
A lot of televisions like this, but you could watch this with no volume and know what was going on.
Totally. But I'm saying 90 Day Fiance pulls punches sometimes.
Yeah.
When it comes to that.
With this. So Zena and Lisa are having coffee. And again, she's like, I think she's blinded by the love. She's kind of generous. She's like, but I think there is a bottom.
Well, the interesting thing is, this is also about how much Lisa knows. Has he not sent you any money for all this? And she's like, he hasn't got any money. And I went, you don't get it. If you saw them in that village, you would know he has nothing.
Yeah.
Like this idea of paying her back for the money.
That's never going to happen.
Yeah.
And so she talks about buying the mattress again. And then she says, well, I gave him now it's changing, y'all. The money story's changing. She gave him 200 pounds last week. Yep. And then she sent him 500 pounds. But then she brings up that he asked me for 3,000. And of course, Lisa's freaking out. And Zena's like, I didn't say yes. Yep. And
he's a love rat.
He's going to squander it. And it all seems so far-fetched. And Zena says, kind of, she says it almost in a way to make Lisa feel better, but she doesn't realize how dumb she sounds when she says, but he says he really wants to come to England. And I'm like, girl. So yeah, it's, yeah.
She says, you can tell he loves me when you look at him.
Look, like Poodle says, every man thinks Poodle loves him. Poodles,
yeah, I have a really good. I can turn it on.
Think Poodle's in love with them.
And when the Go-Go Boys look at you,
when they look at my $20 bill that I put down their pants, they love me.
Yeah.
Oh boy, do they love me.
So we are. This is the scene we did earlier when packing for the Gambia. When Tilly finds his social media within 3 seconds,
if that.
And she's like, what a cheek. His profile says he's single. And then we see the women, and she says, they don't look like religious women. And at one point, they Google or they click on one of the women's profiles and it says, you want to chat with me? My room feels lonely. So I don't know exactly what's going on here. It seems like this either is a fake account, or it's one of those accounts that just are just like staffed by bots or something like that. I don't know if this is a lot of evidence.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, but Tilly does not think her nan should go. I need to know what Tilly is short for. I love the idea of someone named Tilly.
I will. Another thing about this show we haven't mentioned yet, this version, if you're new to 90 Day UK, y'all, it moves very quickly. Where
short for Matilda.
Oh, that makes sense. I love that name.
Or even a nickname for Natalie.
Oh, I love that. But this show moves quickly. The plot moves quickly too. So whereas in 90 Day Fiance, we would go for half a season wondering about his Facebook account. We get to the bottom of it next episode. So that's what's great about the UK. You don't have to wait around a long time. They fucking get to it. And it's really good.
Even
Otilly. Okay. We need to talk about Shorna and Adnand, please.
Do we have to?
No, but we do. Well, we'll talk in them. There's not much, and then we'll get to Phil and Sandra. So,
Finn.
All right. I'm sorry, Phil.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. It auto-corrected to Phil. It auto-corrected to Phil.
Please don't do this.
Oh, God, Phil.
Wait, can you, when we do the first version, can you just really pay special attention? Because it's if you do it from the first, you won't really do it from the other times.
Okay, I promise.
That's all I ask. You need to take extra, so you need to change everything.
Okay. What could go wrong?
Shorna and Adnand. Adnand with the D at the end.
Yes.
She's still on her way to see him. And she's still worried about telling about her Mormon conversion.
And she's like, y'all, this is so shitty the way because she's like, the last time I saw him, we were always touching one another and now we can't. Meanwhile, he's like, I can't wait to see her. We're going to have a lot of sex.
Yeah.
And this actually, it didn't make me happy to watch this. It was so gross. And it made me feel when she showed up, it almost the only word I could think of, I was like, it feels cruel.
It does.
That you walk up to someone who thinks they're in love with you, you're in love with them, and they go, you fucked all over Greece.
Yeah.
And then they go to try to kiss you. And
on the windows, on the walls. Till the sweat dripped down his balls.
Yes.
Substantial ones.
Motherfuckers. Oopa motherfuckers.
Exactly.
Oopa. So
it's what you say in Greece when you come.
Opa. Okay. But no,
I'm glad you said that. It feels
really
cruel.
It feels cruel. And he is totally confused and thinking, oh God, she's not into me now.
And the worst part is she said, I need to tell him in person. No, you need to tell him because the cameras are on you. I get it. I totally understand that. But you're a different person now.
You are a different person.
That you are, quote, religious or you've had a conversion. You are a different person now with different values.
Yeah. Different values is a big thing.
And the crazy thing is that you can do this in a year or so's time and be completely converted. Y'all, there are two types of people this happens to. Actually, I can say three. It's people who have been through horrible, horrible problems with addiction. And so they have to find something. The second, number two, people who have been through other types of traumatic issues that's where you have big conversions, where you need something to cling to. Yeah. And the third is crazy people.
Actually, she could be a combo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this is you can't join a whole new religion and become a religious person without telling the person you're
not at 45 years old.
No.
Not at 45 years old.
You can't do this with the person you love, supposedly. And just tells me I don't think she values him at all.
At all.
Yeah. She's a terrible person.
They go to the hotel room and they see the bed. She's like, we're not sleeping on that tonight.
You noticed this before. He tried to kiss her. She dodges, which is devastating.
That would make me feel like shit if someone did that. And not that that's ever happened to me in the middle of a gay bar. But if it did, I would be very hurt and it would affect my self-esteem.
Sure. I'm sure you're fine now. This room has its own private pool.
It's a very nice room.
Which tells me she doesn't want him to stay there. So he's going to have to get another room.
So I thought this, just from the logistical point of view, is shitty. So
It is.
I mean, it just anyway. So they're walking on the beach, and she sits down and she tells him, like, it's kind of funny actually, because she says the reason, she's like, I got baptized and I became a Mormon.
A Mormon.
And one of the rules is we can't have sex. We can hold hands and hug, but we can't kiss and we can't be intimate. And
His
he
face
goes,
just stares like,
he's
you're
like,
joking, right?
He's like, what is Mormon? What is Mormon?
Mormon.
What is Mormon?
You know, it's I'm religious. Mormon. He's like, what is that? What is that? And we have a whole who's on first, who's on Mormon.
Yeah.
Routine. Like the angel Moroni? Mormon? Mormon I?
And he explains,
I Mormon?
he finally gets it. And he's like, I am so disappointed.
And he says, she's like, I said, how many months? Last year.
Last year.
She says, I'm at peace with God, which I thought was one of the most self-righteous things to say right then. And he's like, which God? Because I have a God. And what is this Mormon stuff you're talking about? It must be a different God. And this is the thing which she doesn't get. He says, you weren't honest with me.
Yeah.
And to the response of that is, sorry, I didn't tell you before. And he goes, but guess what? I can have 6 wives. And she goes, but you're going to practice Islam. He's like, I'm going to start tomorrow, and you respect my religion. And I died. I thought this was hysterical.
Also, she gets so offended by it. And I want to say, honey, the own religion that you used to love used to condone this years ago, forever ago.
Polygamy.
Come on, bitch. The sanctimony.
I bet she doesn't even know. I bet she doesn't even know about the Mormon Church's history of polygamy.
But what it is, too, is that she feels like she's already put the value judgment on him, that if he says no to this, that he just wants her for sex.
Mm-hmm.
Which, that's not fair. That's not. Do I think he wants to come to the UK? Yeah.
100%.
But she is a beautiful woman. I think probably, I don't know if he's in love with her, but I think he probably really likes fucking her.
Yeah. And then, y'all, he basically says later on, he's like, we can't enjoy each other and I don't know what I'm going to do. And then she says, why is sex important to you? And again, because it used to be your previous value, it seemed like it was important to you.
Well, she's putting the value of shame and dirtiness on sex.
I hate this woman.
And this is a 45-year-old woman who had a daughter when she was very young, and says, now this is a stupid born-again virgin shit. And y'all know how we feel about that.
Yeah.
Y'all,
but she
once
says,
you got a dick in you, it ain't changing. Just accept it. And
it never mattered anyway.
It never
mattered anyway.
Never mattered.
Then he says, I feel used. She can't accept that.
No.
Because she's like, if anybody's getting used here, it's me.
When she said that, I was like, oh my God. And so she then says, you're wasting my time. And he's like, you wasted my time. He said, and then she's last year. She did this months and months and months ago. And he says, well, I need a couple of days to think about it. And she's like, you get today.
What a monster.
What a fucking bitch.
I just got to say,
asshole.
We've seen a lot of bad people on this show.
She's gross. I hope he uses her for all she's worth. She deserves it.
Me too. Let's talk about Phin.
Yes.
Phin.
Phil. Phin.
Which I assume is short for Phineas.
Phin and Sandra.
Sandra.
They're both 33. He's from Bath.
Bath, England. He's a radio presenter, which I assume is a DJ.
This guy gets on my nerves.
I know. Now, he is a member of the Monster Raving Looming Party. Did you know what the mask was?
What was it? Is it? No.
It's the mask of the full English breakfast because it's got the baked beans, the tomatoes, the sausage, the eggs. It's the full English breakfast.
I don't know. I already didn't have a good taste. This is my own personal opinion. I mean, politics is, I don't know. On one hand, politics is totally bonkers and stupid. But he said, I decided to run just to highlight how bonker politics are. And I thought, what a fucking idiot that in this day and age, yes, politics are bonkers, but politics are really important. What's happening in the world.
Agree. Here's what it is. The official monster raving loony party was established in the UK in 1982 by the musician David Such, also known as Screaming Lord Such.
Sounds
is notable for its deliberately bizarre policies and effectively exists to satirize British politics by fielding novelty candidates to offer it as an alternative to protest voters. Yeah, if you can go fuck yourself with your protest voters.
Yeah,
I'm the same way.
Yourself. Like so already, y'all, I don't like this guy. I think he's gross. The only thing, this is a little bit, I do wonder a little bit if this storyline is fraudacity. Like if they're actually fine, because they do seem to love each other. And like you said,
yeah,
they didn't meet via sex tourism. There wasn't any type of con. Yeah. Are they actually, they don't have a lot to them and they're trying, or maybe it's just hard for me to wrap my mind around, especially this episode and a little bit of next episode, of how this guy seems totally like, it literally isn't like he's just weirded out. It's like he hates her children.
Grossed out by her children.
And it really is such a fucking red flag to me and it triggers me. I don't like it.
Yeah. Is it the fact about her children, or is it that
the fact that
other things?
The fact that he's almost acting like he's being forced into this, when I'm like, well, you've had a choice to join this family all the time.
Yeah,
so
I see what you're saying. I haven't seen the next episode, so I don't really know.
But even in this episode, I was like, I'm done with this guy.
To me, I thought in this episode anyway, I thought he was playing like the children were like a fun annoyance.
No.
But it's not like that in the next episode.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Got it. So I think I will need to see the next episode.
I'd only bring that up because if this hadn't dropped, these 3 episodes dropped before.
Got it.
I just feel like it's important to share with you because if people are watching this going, I didn't see that, but they don't know you didn't see it. Yeah.
Got it. So y'all, he takes off his mask. He's this kind of nebbishy, bald British guy. And he's at the vet for his cat, Maya. He thinks of her as a person. I don't think this guy has had many relationships.
No.
Or especially relationships where he's let people in his life.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Definitely.
That cat's the only one.
Poor Maya.
And
Maya's not even that old. She's just trying to kick out and losing her hair just so she doesn't have to be around this asshole.
At one point, she's like, the cat's stressed. And he's like, well, the hair loss is probably because she's stressed. She's like, well, I'm in a long-term relationship with someone from Brazil. Maybe she's thinking about that.
See, this felt fake to me.
Yeah, me too.
And so I thought, this guy doesn't have friends, so we're using the vet. Your cat's 8 years old. They're fine. I don't know. I hope like he has a come to Jesus and loves the kids and it all works out, but we'll see.
But this idea of how they met was crazy.
It was crazy. It was interesting.
I don't think we've ever seen anything like this that have people who have known each other for this long, except for Mark and Kay. Remember them?
Yes. Yeah.
From Love in Paradise?
Yes.
He basically says, she's very beautiful and I'm very lucky. It's the longest relationship I've been in for 2 years. But we've known each other for 17 years. I went, that's weird. This is 90 Day Fiance. This doesn't happen.
And at first I got nervous because I was like, wait a minute, how young? But then I realized they're both close.
They were
same
both
age.
young.
They were both like high schoolers, teenagers.
In 2007, he flew with his mother to Brazil to visit his sister, who was volunteering in an orphanage.
Mm-hmm.
And I went, and his sister introduced her to Sandra. She was 16. She was 17. I was 16. And I went, okay. I was afraid it was going to be some type of like She was.
Yeah,
I was 25. She had just turned 16.
We've had one of those on 90 Day Fiance before.
Yeah.
And it's not comfortable.
And she said I was cute and had a nice smile. And it was an unforgettable moment. He's like, that was the first time I'd ever been recognized by a girl. And I said this before, this may be this is the most wholesome story from Brazil that we've ever heard.
I'm not going to beat the horse, but that's why I feel like what it brought out. But yeah,
so you think this is a lie? Completely?
I just feel like they've known about each other for so long. They've known about each other's lives. No, I think they're together. I just think
I see.
I think the kid plot, I want to believe that's fraudacity. They needed something.
Gotcha.
Because it is so wholesome the way they met and they kept up with each other's lives. And so you're watching this, you're going, well, this is really beautiful that they got together.
Yeah. And there's something a little weird here. Well, in total honesty, y'all, fraudacity does figure into this show. It's almost obvious sometimes.
Yeah, they're not as subtle about it.
Yeah. And it basically says, he said, it was the first time a girl said something nice about me. I got her email, wrote her back, and over the years we lost touch. But that first crush stuck with me. And he's like, I focused on academics and just kind of kept going with my life. Then 2 years ago, out of the blue, she called me. I went, so you must have been friends on social media somehow.
Something. Yeah.
And she either accidentally called you, and she said she didn't mean to. And then she was just clicking on her phone and it started calling. And then we started messaging and we never stopped. And this, it's also weird. I'm kind of leaning towards your saying, because what he says, was it love at first sight? Who knows? So it almost is like he's doing it. Also, I do feel like he might be doing it to be on the show.
He's a performer. He ran for politics as a joke.
In a mask.
So
Yeah. And so he's calling her and says he's going to Brazil to meet her. They've been together 2 years. He's like, I've got my anniversary gift. She's like, you know what you could give me for a gift? A ring. And he's really nervous about that.
I did my hand like a ring, and it looks like I meant to say he could give her a finger bang.
It does look like that.
It did when I did that, right? Just like...
Later on, he's talking to his mother, who is extremely cold and withholding and probably getting off on it. Y'all, this mother is a cool cucumber.
She really is.
She's like, I don't know if she's actually... she's like, I know Sandra says she's very attached to you as a person, but is it you or the lifestyle you could have together? I don't know. Everything the mother
are you
is
just an exit card?
Or are you just an exit card? This is just like when the mother would was like, good Lord.
Well,
Did she just watch? Was nurturing to you, telling the nursemaid how politely to pat you on the head?
Yeah, I think probably a lot of our sissies from the UK would say, yeah, this is called our mom.
What a loving mother.
They're like, whoa, this is triggering. Well, even at the end, she's like, my concern is, well, you created so many hurdles. Does she want you?
Oh, yeah.
I'm like,
this is tough. You?
Her?
Really?
But
I will say, she's pretty. She's girl,
adorable.
She has 2 kids, Lisa and Lorenzo,
who are adorable.
And y'all, the first word out of her mouth is real hard being a single mom.
Yeah.
This is where I can see fraudacity coming in. And now it turns out she wasn't alone in the orphanage. There were 9 of them. She has 8 brothers and sisters. And I love it. They still are together. We have lots of fun. But
she
she
said
says
that
growing up,
they had one another in the orphanage, and that was it.
That's all. Growing up in the orphanage was really hard, and my mom didn't choose to put us there. My father left her when with 9 kids, and she didn't have any money to take care of us, and we just had each other. And they're talking about Finn and his mother coming, but that's when Finn and his mother came to visit. He was a nice guy, and she says he's a nice guy and treats me well. I went, that is what I call someone who's old and I'm not attracted to them. But I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But she also says, growing up in an orphanage made me strong, and it makes me do everything for my kids. Anything.
But it also makes me think, like, it's not a scam, because why would she want to leave her home country where her 8
Totally
brothers
agree.
and sisters live, that she's close to and sees all the time? I don't think she wants that.
There are a lot of confusing messages here. But I also think she does want the best for her kids. I also think he thinks he has more money than he does. I do think he maybe comes from some money. That mom, and also if you can run from a political party and not have to do anything,
like,
and
that,
not have any platform at all,
feels a very privileged way of thinking.
It seems, and also if you're going to be a DJ, and also he seems posh. He seems a little bit upper class. Not like Lisa with her Lady and the Tramp hair.
Boom, 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 roof. Boom, 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 roof. If you are watching this on YouTube, I appreciated that visual.
You really do need to Google. If you haven't seen Lady and the Tramp in a while, you need to Google that Peggy Lee dog. And I promise you, that's
she
Lisa.
Really looks like. And when we were taking a break, Mary Payne said to me, and now I can't unsee it, she's like, tell me that Finn just doesn't look like a taller Mike of Mike and Jimena. And I went, oh my God.
Kind of.
Does. He's got those weird little eyes and that pointy nose.
Mm-hmm. So the next thing, y'all, he's calling her, and it's the first time he's meeting her family. And he's like, yeah, her kids can be kind of annoying. And the kids are screaming. This is what it did feel like to me, too. She's laughing. This is why I think fraudacity. The kids are not screaming to the point where they can't even talk. And he just kind of hangs up without even talking. Like they're not even having any conversation.
The kids aren't being that bad, I don't think.
Well, they're screaming, but that's about it.
Yeah.
And he says, I'm not ready to be a stepdad. The idea kind of makes me sick. Which is a really strong thing to say.
Because if this is real, this guy's bad.
He's not a good guy.
News, and probably a narcissist, or even like a little. I even want to go farther and say someone that has not empathy. Because if you can look at a single mother, it's a package deal. You've got to choose to love those children if you're going to love that woman or that man who has those kids. That's part of it.
I don't see it that way. You can always send them away.
Okay. Let me put it this way. If you love Poodle, if you want to be in love with Poodle, you got to love a dungeon. And if you don't accept the dungeon,
we do come as a package deal.
you gotta take them both.
The fuck machine, me, and the dungeon come.
And
we're also going to be in your house.
And now you understand what I mean. It's like that.
Yeah, but I'd find a way to send those kids away. There's got to be a way. And that's the show.
That is the show, y'all. That is your 90-Day UK. We're going to jump right into episode 3, and you can listen to it next tomorrow, actually. You can listen to it on... and I don't think episode 3 will be on YouTube, but this episode and last episode was on YouTube. So, and then we'll see you next week on the YouTubes when we're back with Hey, Happily Ever After. All right, everybody, go to RealityGays.com. If you want to listen to this show without any commercials, you can for your pleasure. You can go subscribe to our $8 tier on our Patreon, and that's patreon.com/RealityGays, or Supercast, which is realitygays.supercast, or Poodle. What's easier than you?
Apple subscriptions. It's just one button.
Just one, where Poodle has many. And And
and they need to be pressed in a very specific sequence.
Apple subscription is just one button. You get on that. That's the $8 tier, or you can do a yearly subscription for a discount, and you get all of our audio content without any commercials for your pleasure.
Your pleasure.
Your pleasure. Please leave us a review on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, wherever you listen to. We appreciate it very much. We are on vacation if you're listening to this, but the Sissy Squad is not. That's our private Facebook group. We are open. It's our private Facebook group, and we have fun in there.
We have fun in there.
So if you're a dick pig needing to talk to other dick pigs about your love of trash TV,
or you just like us, that's okay too.
Well, they go hand in hand, really.
That's true.
So just find that group, the Sissy Squad, and we would love to have you in there. All right, everybody. We call these people lonely hearts because aren't we all just lads and lasses looking for love in all the wrong places, Bodo?
Yes. And if you're in the monster raving loony party, know that you got a lot of privilege.
Ooh.
How nice it must be for you to pull off votes. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
And call us.
Call us. Give us a ring.